Hey, comic peoples. We're back again with another week of recommendations. And this week for October 10th, we have a special guest, our official Marvel Now coordinator here and spokesperson, as it was, Will Harris. And he runs a great comic blog called comicsblend.com. You should check it out. It's got lots of good reviews and news and stuff just on geek culture and whatnot. So we got a lot of stuff here, and I'll turn things over to Will to start it off.
I want to start. I'm really excited. I've been a big fan of the television series, and there are a lot of people who love the Buffyverse and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And the Buffyverse that you knew from the television series is mutating. And now there's this new weird breed of zombies and vampires, and they're a threat to everyone. But also the idea of the writers behind it, this is Jane Espenson and Drew Greenberg, who worked on the show. They're challenging the idea of what a slayer is. This is going to be a male slayer. You know, usually slayers are chosen. They're always girls. They have special powers. You know, this is going to be a young man, a young teen, a young gay guy who decides he wants to become a slayer. And he's going to train himself to be a slayer. And I just previewed this, and it's got a really cool origin of what's happening in his town, how he's been inspired by Buffy, and the really weird kind of thing going on with his grandmother, who may be more than just a hippie grandma who has some magic power of her own. And it's also in a world where there's no magic anymore. So it's a really cool twist and turn on the idea of the Buffyverse, on the idea of who can be a slayer, and of course the great big bads, which are these zombie vampires. And why not make vampires better? Make them be cannibal zombies as well.
Right.
Don't just eat the blood, eat the whole body. So that's my first.
Cool.
All right. And the first of my two comics this week is Avenging Spider-Man number 13. This continues the two-parter Deadpool Spider-Man team-up. It's got Hypno Hustler as the main villain.
Hypno Hustler.
When was the last time we had a good Hypno Hustler comic? Far too long ago.
Yeah, too many years, man.
Groovy,
It's got
groovy.
It's got really awesome Aaron Cooter art. He's keeping up with his whole pseudo Frank Quitely style, and it really fits the this sort of weird reality warping thing that's going on in the issue.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Big fan. Start off this week, we've got Once Upon a Time Machine, which is a great collection of short vignettes that are inspired by fairy tales and myths, and they're done from everybody from Farrell Dalrymple, who's been doing Prophet recently, to Koi Pam, who works for Marvel, to all sorts of different talent across the board. It's a really great all ages type of story where it just delves deep into what imagination can bring you and really pushes what these kind of classic tales could be or once were and their impact upon us today. And there's Brandon Graham in here, which is awesome. I've got to plug that.
That's why you're talking about
And
it.
Farrell. Look at the Farrell art.
It
looks great.
Very nice cover.
Yeah.
Perhaps you've heard of the Marvel Now. It's coming out. It starts tomorrow. Out of the ashes of Avengers vs. X-Men come Uncanny Avengers. And, you know, it may seem like marketing, but I read it, and they heard an exclamation from the
He
back.
screamed like a child.
The very last episode, I was like, oh my God, Rick Remender, what have you done? But this was really exciting. I mean, I love Rick Remender's work from Secret Avengers and obviously Uncanny X-Force. It is so good to see John Cassaday, you know,
he's great.
Doing Marvel again. He did Astonishing X-Men, of course, with Joss Whedon.
Which was just, of course,
Which was amazing. But this really tells the origin of the aftermath and how this new team of the Children of the Atom, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, come together. And the villain is, what I'm really excited is the Red Skull is the villain. And I think how when Bendis in the Avengers, he took Spider-Man villain Norman Osborn and he elevated him to a huge threat.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see the Red Skull and his new army and what he does in the final issue, it's just like, I screamed. I screamed like a girl. And especially if you're an X-Men fan, it will just dive into the heart of who you are and just make you angry but make you excited for what this is going to be. So this comes out tomorrow. There's several covers, but I mean, John Cassaday art is just amazing. I actually like Sam, who's behind the camera. He had a couple weeks ago, months ago, he said, what's a good X-Men book to start? And I love this book. If you want a great X-Men title that's not connected to any crossover, you can just read it. This is the Adjectiveless X-Men. This is Ron Wood's last issue, unfortunately, but hopefully when it comes out in the collection, you'll get it. It's like, it reminds me of the Chris Claremont, Paul Smith era. I'm really dating myself then, back when it was one X-Men team. But it's mixed with kind of the kind of mystery you'd see in an episode of The X-Files or Torchwood. And it's Storm, Brian Wood just writes Storm like nobody else. David Lopez draws her beautifully, and it's a really small unit of X-Men on this really weird mystery about these ancient mutants. And it's all coming to a head, and there's a great clash between her and Colossus. So get this, there's probably some more back issues of this, and when the collection comes out, gets it. And hopefully, I know Brian Wood's going to continue to do Ultimate Comics X-Men, but this is just a great issue for like old school X-Men fans.
Great.
Read more Ryan Wood. Always. Alright, and right here, Batman number 13. This is kicking off Scott Snyder's new fall big story, sort of the follow-up to his Court of Owls. This is his newest epic saga, and it's got this crazy die-cut cover going on here, having some serious 90s flashbacks.
Yeah. At least it's not bagged.
Or gold.
Or gold.
But this looks to be a seriously messed up Batman story. Like, Joker is not pulling any punches here. The last page, like, honestly, I think it just about rivals the last page of Uncanny Avengers. It's some big stuff going down.
Cool. To get you in the Halloween-y mood, we've got Halloween Eve by Amy Reeder, who did the recent run on Batwoman when J.H. Williams stopped for a little while, and it's written by Brandon Montclair, and it's just a one-shot that about this girl who works in a costume shop who has an overactive imagination, and late at night she's working and things start to come alive and things get creepy, and there's kind of a romance angle as well. So for all of you hopeless romantics who want to be scared and laugh and whatever, this is really, really good. She's got a great sense of style with her art, and it's just very expressionistic and just it's very nice, kind of a manga style, but very cool.
And this is my trade pick for the week. This is Avengers, the Children's Crusade. I loved Alan Heinberg and Jim Chung. They, of course, did the first 2 volumes of Young Avengers. This is all about the redemption of the Scarlet Witch. And it's got the X-Men, the Avengers, the Young Avengers standing up to both teams. It's got X-Factor. It's got Doctor Doom. It really explains some of what was going on with House of M. And it's just beautifully drawn and written and just really powerful and passionate. I really love this team. It was just announced today that Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey are going to be in the Marvel Now doing the Young Avengers, a new version of the Young Avengers, but with some new team members. And shameless plug, go to Comics Blend right now and you can find the story, but some surprises that are going to be on the team and some people who aren't going to be on the team, and it kind of makes me think, are they going to Jonathan Hickman's, are they graduating to the big Avengers? We'll see, but this is really beautiful. If you weren't able to get all the single issues, this is a great collection, beautiful art, and just a great epic storytelling, so great.
Oh, people are always confused about what happened to Scarlet Witch, too.
And she's really good. Yeah. She just is drawn badly that way.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Cool. All right. Well, that's about all we have time for this week. I want to thank Will for coming in and plugging the Marvel stuff. Towards the end of the month, when there's more books, we'll have him again and kind of do a recap type of thing. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.